you how to set up a basic workflow from scratch. No, not from scratch, so from templates. Hubspot is giving us different kind of templates. So we're gonna go to automation workflow. Previously, we did another one that will send a follow-up email after form submission. We create this workflow from the form. But now we're gonna choose one of the template that Hubspot is providing. So we have send an email series when a form is submitted. So we're gonna choose this one here. So as you can see, so there's a template, and then use to thank visitors after their first form submission. Show them you care by sending a welcome email followed by another email that contains valuable content such as an ebook or a link to a popular blog post or news article. What you'll need: the welcome email you want to send, the follow-up lead nature email you want to send. So yeah, after that, as you can see, require field. So we have sent email, need one change and something like that. So what we're gonna need here, this is enrollment trigger. So our enrollment trigger here is the form. So number of form submission is equal to 1. So if somebody submits like their first form, and that is equal to 1, and then after that, original source is none of the offline or source empty. So okay, now here we're gonna go. So once the person submit the form, okay, so submit the form. Check first of all, because of here we have, you click there, number of form submission 1. So here is gonna be like depend on any form that they did submit that is equal to 1. So if they just submit any form that you did create, they have kind of like a first form that is submit from your website, and then they become contact. So that original source means that they're not coming from, let's say for instance, from a migration. Sometimes you do API integration where you migrate data from a platform A to a platform B. Let's say for instance, migrate data from Salesforce to Hubspot. So it's gonna be considered like offline source. Yeah, so it's none of the offline source. So if it need to be, they need to come from your website and submit a form. You see, so we need to know that that contact has been created from the form creation, not from a contact from a kind of like API integration or just an integration. So once that is done, and then after that, you're gonna have to send in our email, create an email. So as you can see, to set up this action, choose a valid email or create a new email. You can always change your choice later. Only marketing contacts can receive this email. If you haven't done it yet, this is how they're showing you how to do this. Learn how to set contact as marketing. So we have enroll contact. Let's set contact. So from here, you're gonna just choose your email template that you created. So you choose your email, the automated email. You can choose the email or by creating another email here. And then once you send, so that's gonna be for the first time. They're gonna receive so once they submit any form from a website, they're gonna receive the first email to their inbox. And after 3 days, here you are setting up another delay there. So you can see we have created delay between action, delay type, set amount of time, choose how long the contact should wait before moving to the next action, choose how long the contact should wait before moving to the next action. So we have 3 days, hours, minutes. So when I just said 3 days there, and then yeah, so after 3 days, you send another follow-up email. Click there, and then after you're gonna just choose your secondary email, automated email template. So yeah, so this is the way that you send your kind of like a follow-up or series of email. This one you can use for your first user or first visitor, those one that did submit the form, and then you can like be creative and add more action as you want. Okay, cheers, thank you.